Greetings, fellow booktuber types and whatnot. Welcome to the Bratacombs. A little different setup here. Obviously, it's May the 4th. Whee! This is going to be an actual book haul. I have so many books this time. Only two were like given to me or sent to me from an author, which I've done a video on that already, but when you see the books, you may go search for that other video because we always would like to be getting likes and subscribes and certainly comments. And I know I've just started. It's only been a couple of months or a month and a half or so, and I'm not getting too many comments at all, but I'm still getting likes and still getting people subscribing, so this is pretty good. So anyway, I'm going to first go through the books that I received from Thrift Books, one of the greatest places on earth to get a good, cheap, but in good condition book. So to begin with, I picked up Dennis L. McKiernan's Into the Forge, which I believe is like the 14th book in his Mythgar series. He originally wanted to follow up with The Lord of the Rings, but couldn't get, literally writing in that universe, but couldn't get permission to do so, so he sort of went off on his own. And I'm not too sure how many books. I think he's almost got 20, or almost had 20 before he passed, unfortunately, but as that's the 14th book of it's actually a duology, two-part story, something I've been wanting to get for a while, but finally got to add to the collection. Then comes The Dragon's Lair by Sharon K. Penman, which is her third book in the, I can't remember, Justin de Quincy investigating things. In this particular one, he investigates the ransom being collected for Queen Eleanor's son, who you might know as Richard the Lionheart. Looking forward to actually reading all three of those. I did not start that yet on account of Hawken because I didn't have them all. Next, I picked up the second volume in the Dr. Thomas Lord's series. First one, I will probably do what I read, or at least what I listened to this last week. Read his, or listened to his Atlantis Code, or Atlantis Secret, and liked it enough that I thought I would pick up the other book. But basically it's, if Dan Brown and Clive Cussler had a baby sort of thing, more of a thriller than action, really, although there is a bit of action in it, but history and that sort of fun stuff. Fun stuff! Next is, I got the first novel, which unfortunately did not come with a dust jacket, of the Wayfarer Redemption, which is the first book in Sarah Douglas's Wayfarer sextology. It's a 6-book series. It's following the hero Axis as he fulfills prophecy to unite 3 races on the world that she developed specifically for that series. And I am looking forward to getting into it. I still need to pick up book 2, so maybe next month you'll be seeing that I picked up a book 2 in this sort of thing. See, this is a lot so far. This was not a pickup from Thrift Books. This, I got a signed copy from, oh boy, now I can't remember where I got it from. That's terrible. I'm not even going to bother waste the time trying to remember. But that is a sequel to Richard Preston's book Extinction, which is basically sort of a Jurassic Park-ish meets thriller mystery, where I believe it's a billionaire is killed, and it all has to do with trying to destroy the park, or get back to nature and the development of the dinosaurs and woolly mammoths and such were not a natural process, so somebody's trying to destroy those. In that, basically the two main characters, who I have forgotten, and I wrote it down here and then just threw it away. CBI agent Francis Cash and Sheriff James Colcord are the protagonists in that book, and it basically follows the same sort of thing. Leftovers from the Jurassic Park-like place have some leftovers, and of course there's another mystery that follows. Now these next couple I've done videos on, so I'm not going to go into too much. These I did an unboxing from Tory Tekken, did a very good job in wrapping them up and sending them along, and I look forward to getting into these. They seem to be relatively quick reads. I don't know if they're easy yet because I haven't read them yet. And this was cool. This was cool. Chance Dillon did a draw, and again, I've got a video on this, did a draw on his channel for signed hardcover and really nice covers for his Mercy series of 2 books so far. So I was really excited to get that, and it's almost like getting something from a publisher. Not exactly true, but there you go. And finally, well, not finally, but finally, as far as things that I ordered, is Shazwick of Land from Kayi Esso. This came in this week from the Kickstarter program. Born with a coveted magic, Magnolia goes into hiding after her mother's violent abduction. Shazwick of Land promises to help find her. One with the land, Shaz is of a people so rare most believe they are but a myth. He is unnamed, and for the first time, he has something to lose. War is spreading. Magnolia alone has the magic to defeat the sorceress warlord who shattered her family and corrupted the powerful Deus of Land. And I'm looking forward to getting into this too. She's a pretty incredible person. If you haven't seen anything that she's done, look her up and have fun. Now, the final 3 things, had to pick up the third book in of Matt Dinniman's Dungeon Crawler Carl book. I've listened, I believe I've said before, to all of these so far on Audible, and have enjoyed them so much I figured I should have the books, and maybe one day I'll actually read them too, but the audiobooks are really good, folks. Almost finally had to pick up this. I have 2 or 3 of the other books and realized I didn't have book number 1 of The Last King of Austenard, which is the sequel series. Tad Williams doesn't write small books in general. And I've been hearing a lot about this. The funky thing is I got this earlier in the month and then started seeing people who are having read-alongs and such on BookTube, and how incredible it is. So that is exciting to me. I have no idea when I'm going to get to it with all this stack here. That's stuff that I need to finish reading from this last month that I've bled over into this month. I think I also did a video on that, and also the stuff that will be for June. I got a lot of stuff to read, so I don't know when it's gonna make it in there. But finally, and if you stayed with me so far with all my uhs and not understanding what it is I'm supposed to say, you write it down for a reason, Brad, is Terry Goodkin's first book, Wizard's First Rule. Read this when it came out decades ago. Yes, I'm old. And recently thought, I got the audio, and I'd kind of like to go back and do, because I really enjoyed the series. And he did get better, much better as he went on, and there are a few things in that book that are still standouts to like, geez, this is incredible stuff. And then there are a bunch of, boy, that either I either wasn't paying attention and it didn't hold up that well in my memory, or it just is dated and, decades ago, this was like, ooh, this is a cool new thing. Now, I understand as well that Terry Goodkind was rather an egotist, and many people don't like him for that. And I've been I've been watching a few reviews on YouTube that are years old or relatively new, where people have been commenting how, ooh, I really loved this series when it came out, and I figured, hearing all this stuff, I may go into that when I do a video on the book, all the stuff about Terry Goodkind and that kind of thing that, I thought I'd go back and read it, and after the first 20 pages, I thought, I like this? Yuck. And I was like, well, I don't know about that. Maybe it's just you don't like the guy and you don't want to read any of his crap. But as I say, I went to audiobook and listened to it, and there are some things that are like, boy, that's very repetitive, dude. So I'm interested to see going on at least the next 2 or 3 books if that kind of thing continues. But overall, I enjoyed it, and so I think that's going to kind of be my first review that I do for a specific book on this channel. I don't think I got a chance to show, as it is the May the 4th, Grogu and his buddy over there. That's it, folks. That's a possible thing in the future. A thing in the future. And, well, you see some of my bookshelves, and they are very full. And for the stuff that I've got, I'm going to need at least 2 more shelves. So one of these days, I might do a shelf tour once I get things cleaned up in here a little bit more. And, organization is a thing, so they tell me. But that's it for this time, guys. Thank you very much for spending time watching this and listening to my rambles. And like that there. Hopefully you found something that you're like, oh, that might be good. One of these days I might actually put a list of the books in there, but I ain't professional yet. Thanks, folks. Have a good 4th.